Well, good morning. Well, today I've been working on my rabbitry. Um, so I'm going to show you one thing out in the garden and then I'll show you what I did. Well, okay. Here's the crux of the deal. The rabbitry had gotten pretty dog-eared. I had last winter that I couldn't do much. I was barely able to walk around. I could feed them, but that's about all. And with everything going on right now, not only the virus thing kind of kicks off, but um, my wife has had some heart problems and had a bypass operation. So getting the rabbitry going again was a really good idea for us. But my cages were kind of in bad shape, my hutches. And in fact, I tell you, I had more luck with rabbits. I had two does. One doe was really good at taking her waste and making little platforms on the floor of the cage. She'd start in a corner where there was a two before underneath. She couldn't get to it, but it was that inch and a half and right in that corner, and she would make her a little poop island that she could sit on. Well, I scraped it out of there several times, but of course she just built it right back. Well, all of a sudden one day I look and that rabbit is out on the ground. She'd rotted the bottom out of the cage. The other doe would chew the solder out from between the wires on the hardware cloth cages. She ate through every other hutch I had left except for the buck. Now one doe died, so I had one doe and the buck. The doe was loose inside the building, so there's an even layer of rabbit droppings everywhere, and the buck is still in his cage like the good boy that he is. So I wanted to come up with something to make it easy to maintain. I'm cleaning it up now, a section at a time, because it's gardening season. I'm using the manure, and I've already hauled quite a bit of it out of there, about half probably of what there was. And the rest of it I'm bagging up and putting in 50 in leftover feed sacks so to get rid of. So anyway, like I say, with us really the emphasis being on more low-fat meals and eating healthier, the garden and the rabbits start to become a more important thing. So it's time to get a couple of new does and get that to moving this fall. Get to where I can start, breeding and getting some more rabbits this fall. So I'm working on that. And the garden, like I say, is doing pretty good so far this year. So I'm going to take my camera and I'm going to show you the first signs of my first harvest for this year. All right, now, if you look, right, see that? See that? About one more week I'll be pulling radishes. Now, I don't think I planted these way early, the 1st of March, when it was still cold, really wet. And I don't really think I gained all that much time-wise because, they germinated. It took them 2 weeks to get up, to come up. And then, really, it didn't, it was cold. And they didn't grow much, slowly. But By gosh, I don't know about you, I don't care how old you are. When that first harvest is coming, oh, I want to look at this one. Yep, see? All right. Yeah, when you see that first harvest coming, I don't care how old you are, that's exciting and fun stuff. Well, all right, now this is what I've been building this morning. Now this frame screwed to the wall, and it has one leg, but I don't like, the only thing I don't like about the all-wire cages is that I've seen them bow, where the bottoms of them bow down, you know, because you got a heavy rabbit in them. So I bought these cages, and I've got 2 more of them, and this table will hold 3. But it's got this nice fence panel, piece of fence panel underneath it, so it's not going to let them bow. The rabbits aren't going to be living in a pit, you know, so to speak. And as you can see, this is a plastic roofing panel that I have here at an angle, so as they do what they do, all of the waste goes into the trough. And the trough is just the right size where I can run a shovel down it every few days and shovel it into an empty feed sack. So there's 2 things rabbits do, and that's eat empty feed sacks and fill feed sacks. They crap. That's what they do. They eat and they crap and they grow. The guy I bought my first rabbits from said God put rabbits on this planet to do 2 things. And he said that was to be eaten and to make more rabbits. And I think he's right. All right, well, this is what I've built. I hope you like it. And I'm going to start doing more rabbit videos as I go along. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the room. This is the side with the short side by the door. So the other side will be longer. This will hold 3 cages. The other side will hold 4 cages. And I think that's pretty much capacity for my little building. It's about 10 by, I don't know, 8, something like that. So, all right, I want you all to have a quality day and, you know, enjoy the gardens. I know, you know, I know this COVID-19 thing's got everybody upset, and I don't blame anybody for being upset by it. But you know what? This is a wonderful time to be off work, and spring is here, and we can get out in the garden, and we can do little projects like this and have fun, and not have to go to work, you know, be able to enjoy some project time and some fun stuff. So I want you all to have a quality day.